Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha from wisdomseekers.net, and I'm here today for water, which includes Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, April 12th to the 18th, 2020. And the first card I pulled was Choose Your Battles. And that's always wise. So this card fell out while I was shuffling, so I put it as the base card. That's a really good card, of course, the Lovers. And the story of the Lovers it's not about physical love. It's about spiritual love. And it's always been the woman's job to entice the man to rise up towards God or this universal mind. It doesn't matter what you call it. And once the man is hooked, the two of them rise together in tandem. And so that's a very spiritual card. It's a very wonderful card, because what is more intriguing than to bring a mate to rise to a higher spiritual level, right? So what covers it is the joy card, or pardon me, it's the sun card. That's two major arcanas, and to me, the sun is a joy card. And true joy, true spirituality is joyful. So this is a very spiritual week for water. Extremely, to start out with two major arcana. The love card, of course. And this is something I say over and over and over again. There's two things in the universe. One is love, one is fear, and one is an illusion. So let's see. What's behind us is the Nine of Pentacles, which is having put in the effort. There's no time to reap the rewards. That's behind us. It's supporting us in this case. It's not what's pushing us forward. It's what's supporting us. That's kind of different from what it usually is. And then what's just below us is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, again, it's a card that's usually reserved for relationships, but I think in this case, the relationship is a relationship between you and the universe, and it's a card of support, of lending strength to you, of finding or looking for that which is the most pertinent and most important thing in the world for you. It brings balance and it continues to bring growth. This card too also is not a ending point. It is a resting point, and there's continued growth. So there's a lot of growth. So it might be that this week is actually a bit of a hiatus, in that you're not being pushed to do certain things on the surface, because underneath there's a powerful drive to move you forward. Don't start out with two major arcanas unless it's a powerful move. I'm going to read the next two cards together. Okay, and so what's just in front of us is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is protecting that which is yours. And that might be on two fronts. It might be that you try to hold on to the old belief energy, or it might be that people challenge you in your beliefs. And this is not the time to go gently into that good night, so to speak. It is a time to stand your ground, not argue necessarily, just say, no, this is what I believe, and I'm not going to change my mind because you don't care for it. And if it's you fighting with yourself, don't be too logical, don't win in this case. And the card that I'm going to put with it is the Star card, or the Goddess. And the Goddess is, again, nurturing and supportive. The new goddesses are nurturing and supportive. They're not like the old goddesses. But this goddess is going to nurture and support you, but they are strict. They are strict. They want things from you. If they support you, they expect a great deal from you. That part didn't change. So the Goddess is all about love. And because goddesses like to reproduce. So, but it is all about the basis of you from a love perspective. And what comes up in front, if you allow things to work through for you this week, and this is allowing, right? Choose your battles. Don't fight those. Don't fight something that's just irrational and not worth your while. Is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is you come into a balance between the male, female energy, the yin and the yang. And the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords shows a man who's fought, who's worked hard, has gathered tools, has learned how to ride the waves, is almost to solid ground. The storm is coming to completion. And this is the inner storm. It might be outer storms you're dealing with if you're living with family and learning and dealing with other people, because people are bored right now. They're looking for things to create excitement, which could be fighting with each other or arguing, but it's almost over. Another major arcana, so that's 4 major arcana, is stay in balance. And if you can't stay in balance, that's all right. It's how you get back into balance. And there's many ways of balancing: meditation, imagination, physical action, yoga, etc., etc. All you have to do is Google it and you'll find ways of coming into balance. And it's also saying keep on doing what you're doing because it's working for you. And another card that goes with it is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is all suggesting that people are coming into balance this week. There might be resistance. Resistance is futile. But this is all about the power center and it becoming balanced and in good shape. Another major arcana, and I'm going to leave the card there, I think, is Temperance. And Temperance is about bringing all the energy down, making it work together, using it to push away the old energy, the old tired energy that's had its day, and it's time for it to move on. So you see that it's pushing back the dark, leaving behind the bright blue shiny sky. New growth, new beginnings, good beginnings. So this week, I do believe there will be a lot of inner confrontations and maybe some outer confrontations, but the result will be, if you allow it to flow, if you allow it to be logical. And I'm a Libra, so I think I do believe in logic a lot. If I can't see that it's logical, I just I don't believe it. I had a discussion yesterday with somebody, and I said in that discussion, if it's not logical, it's man-made, because God is the most logical, or the universe is the most logical entity I know. So it does not waste energy in any way, shape, or form. So basically, the outcome will be, if you allow things to move through you and don't own crap, others, or your own old crap, you will shine. You become more. You will become that which you are looking forward to being. And with that, hi, how is everybody?
Okay. I have Puppy on my lap, so this might be a while.
Yeah, Puppy has claimed her lap and is not moving. Puppy being Tully, of course.
Yep, of course.
Oliver Jones.
Le Car Snow says, hope all is well.
It is.
Feather asks, hi ladies, how are you both doing? I was wondering if my guides have any advice or anything to say at this time. I've been feeling really heavy for the last week or so. Please and thank you.
I can say that today the energy is a little bit off in general. I don't know how the energy is off, but in the world stage, the energy is a little bit off. So we may hear things in the news, we may not. For moon feather, precisely, I'm going to recommend that you do energy exercise. And anybody can do this. What I'm going to recommend is that you consciously pull from the star chakra, which is the crown chakra, star chakra, up here. Can you see me? No. Okay, up here. And pull the clean universal energy into your body till it fills up every crack. Take the old energy, shove it out through the Earth Star. I think it's called the Earth Star chakra, below your feet by about 3 feet. Throw it down through that. Bring out fresh, clean earth energy from the very core of the earth. And it's a different color. And bring it up until it fills every crack and cranny of your body. Make sure they mix. Make sure they become a energy rather than two separate energies. And yes, you can. In this case, you can share two energies can fill the same spot. You can, because this is you and this is your imagination, and you can do it. You will find that you see little black spots through your body. Literally go in and just pull those out and throw them back up to the universe and ask the universe to look after them. And from that spot, just start from the center of your being. Start pushing the energy out to the edge of your aura, just to the edge of your aura. Clean the edge. Make sure everything is clean. Any little dark spots, any wiggly things, take out, throw them away. Concentrate particularly for you on your third eye and this area. And you do this 2 or 3 times, once a day, twice a day, but make sure you separate it in time for a day or two until you feel done. Make sure the edge of your aura is strong. Any holes in it, pull the aura together. And then allow the colors to form into your colors, all right, in your aura. And that's what I'm going to suggest for you to help move the old lethargic stuff out. And that will make a huge difference, I promise you. And energy is something I'm very good at. Okay.
All right. Miriam M says, hi, love and light, ladies.
Thank you.
Daria Avalos asks, hello, I'm going to apply for a license in which it's half working and half study. Do you feel like I will be accepted?
I had a really strong sense that this is something that's really good for you, and that nothing comes easily for you. But I do believe this is something that you will find that you have the ability to deal with. Yeah, and get a yes. That's a long way of saying yes. I think you can do this.
Jean Fermino asks, hello, darling. Any messages from my guides?
Put your feet down on the ground. Plant them firmly. Plant your energy in the ground and stand your ground. Basically, that's what they're telling me, is that you are quite easily moved about by other people's opinions. Not that you believe them. It's that you feel, but you try to make your energy small rather than fill in your own space. You don't need to fill in other people's spaces, just your own. You make yourself small so that you don't offend people. And I'm suggesting, or your guides are suggesting, that you Don't go out and be abrasive. Don't go out and push your opinions on other people. But don't make yourself small anymore. Plant your feet firmly. Know what you are. Know who you are. And just say, yes, I agree, or no, thank you. That kind of thing.
Lacar Snow asks, can you tell me if my spirit guides have a message for me?
They always have a message for you. But that's not what you're really asking, is it? And your guides think that's hilarious. They do sort of indicate that there are times you're not as precise with your language as would be to your benefit, and they're suggesting what I just said is it is also time for you to stand firm and hold your feet firmly on the ground and allow yourself to be who you are. It would probably also be a really good idea to clean out the old energy and allow yourself to allow new, fresh, clean energy that is you to come in and make it strong. It is time for you to be who you are. And this is a corollary, and I apologize if it hurts. I don't mean it to. Without belligerence, just yes or no. Strong. This is yes. I feel this way. No, I don't. And it doesn't. It just from the core, without trying to prove a point. Okay. Good luck with that.
Champagne C asks, hey Eliz-sha and Elle, hope all is well. It's been a while. I haven't asked, but I'm curious about Angel. Anything on him? Thanks so much.
Angel's not doing great. Nothing to do with you, honestly. He's not just handling the situation in his life at the moment well. I think everybody, regardless of who they are either lost their job, stuck at home, and they can't get in and out, and there have been people around him who have gotten sick, and he's antsy is the only word I could say about it. He's up, he's down, he's sitting, he's standing, and he's frustrated. But it does not have nothing to do with you. Okay? You can't do anything for him anyhow. He has to learn. This is something he has to figure out for himself.
D Sparks asks, hi ladies, thank you for being here. Any specific insight from my guides? Last I asked, they said to enjoy R&R, and I have done so, trying to be obedient.
The obedience is not the answer, ever. Do it from the core. Do it from the, this feels right, and I know it's what I want to do. Don't ever be obedient, ever. You do it because it feels good to you. And this week, it's the same. Listen to the card reading I did this morning. This is what you want to do. You want to allow the energy to shift through you this week. You want to know that this is a major time in your life, and it is time. You had your R&R, now it's time to start to shift gears and allow yourself to view reality from a new perspective, a higher perspective, one with greater depth of understanding. And this, you are ready for this. Go for it.
Mama B asks, will Michael reach out to me anytime soon?
Michael will not reach out anytime soon, because at the moment he's dealing with a lot of innate fears. He's dealing with a lot of, he's struggling quite hard with other things in his life, and he hasn't got time for he hasn't got the emotional energy to deal with anything but what he's looking at, unfortunately, what he's looking at is irrational fears that are probably put there from outside, but he still has to deal with these fears before he can think about outside. And it might be he does it tomorrow night and goes, okay, now I feel good. I know what to deal with. I can't tell you how long his irrational fears are going to last, but until they're finished, that's it.
Fiona R. asks, is my boyfriend leaving to Mexico anytime soon?
I don't see any time soon. I think it's in his mind that he's going to go to Mexico. I think he expects to go to Mexico, but I don't see any time soon. Okay.
Zulumi R. asks, does the Libra want to live with me?
Yeah, he hasn't made up his mind, honestly. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes it's sometimes you irritate him, sometimes you don't. And I apologize if that's something you didn't know, but I suspect you know that sometimes you frustrate him. But he hasn't made up his mind definitively, yes or no.
Rachel N. asks, why did my mom reach out to me last night after no communication for the past 2 months?
I suspect if you look around the world and see what's transpiring, you probably have an answer there. There's a lot of people being forced to look at themselves, forced to deal with situations, and forced to realize that life is finite rather than infinite. And that might be part of it, is that she's just simply realizing that life is not as she expected. Plus, I suspect your mom is a little bored.
Lupita Martinez asks, what secrets is the Scorpio hiding from me?
I'm not sure I can answer that one. Let me see. Besides being a little bit smooth, I don't think he's actually hiding a whole lot. I don't think he's hiding a lot of what I would class as important, okay? It might be something you class as important, but I don't think it is. And honestly, communications, if you can't trust him now, bloody walk away.
Not to sound like a broken record nor nothing,
but bloody walk away.
If you have to ask these questions, walk away. You have your answer.
Yeah, really. If you ask these questions, you already know. What is it like that?
Lupita, or no, we got her. Jennifer Schwab asks, hello, I hope you're having a lovely day. Can you give me any messages for my daughter, Haley, from her spirit guides? Thank you so much.
Yes. They're suggesting that Haley start asking herself directly instead of putting a toe in the water and pulling it out. They're kind of suggesting that it's time for her to jump in completely instead of going through you or Tyler.
B. Erla says, hello, Eliz-sha and Elle. Hope you both are well.
Thank you. We are. At this moment, we are.
Angel Wings asks, does my mom really believe that I'm pregnant? She doesn't express herself regarding things like this.
Yeah, no, I don't think she does. No.
Lily Guild asks, hey, will Hendrix reach out to me soon, wanting me back? I miss him.
So he misses you too, but, big but, he's in the hands of somebody who is very strong and controlling. And even if he wants to reach out, he's not allowed to. He cannot do this. I would not hold my breath. I would go through the stages of mourning and move on. If he comes back, then he comes back. But it's not going to be for a while. Now is the time for you to grow and go beyond and become more.
Get to know yourself again.
Yeah.
It wasn't long ago you left a fairly recent relationship as well. Instead of jumping back and forth between relationships, start a relationship with yourself, because you're going to spend the most time with yourself.
And that's the truth. You do spend a lot of time, everybody does, with themselves.
Boom goes the wire.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm kind of wanting to pull it, but if I do, everything's going to explode.
It's the TNT of a messy desk.
Well, I have wire work everywhere because this is where I do my wire work. But yeah.
Emily Aquine asks, "What are Monty's intentions towards me?"
So he prefaces this with, when this is all over, he wants to get to know you more. He actually seems interested in you as an individual and wants to know if this is something that will go someplace.
Next?
Yeah.
Okay. Ronan asks, "Hello, I just wanted to say, I am so thankful for the last reading. It has helped me to find balance."
Oh, great.
B. Erla says, "Wow, this energy exercise sounds awesome. I'm going to save the stream and try it out soon."
Yeah, no, it's worthwhile. It's really good.
We also have how-tos on the channel.
Not that particular one.
Not the
yeah, not that particular
centering
one.
yourself.
Yeah, we have a lot of centering and things like that. Can I tell a joke?
Always.
So there was this accident, a plane accident. A priest and a rabbi came out of the airplane. And the priest came out and he did the
Cross.
the Holy Cross. And the rabbi came out and he did the same thing. And the priest looked at him a little, "Why would you do that?" He says, oh, okay, I got it. The rabbi says, "Glasses, testicles, watch, wallet." And I hope I didn't offend anybody because now everybody gets offended. But that's a really old joke that I just remembered from about 20 years ago.
I feel like that's a joke my dad would say.
No, I didn't learn it from him.
He has the stupid
dad jokes. He does have really bad dad jokes.
Miriam M asks, "May I please have 3 cards?"
Miriam M.
Yeah.
Focus. Alamagocus. And here
I think you need to get out of the house.
I have been stuck in here for a while, but this is the real me. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to pull a 3rd tree. Okay. So first card I got was, I don't know where did it go. First card I pulled was the Three of Wands, which is basically taking responsibility for your own actions, for your own self, and not allowing other people to choose for you. And it is a place of power. It's a positive card. And the next card is the Six of Wands, which is having put in the effort, you will reap the rewards. And be pleased with yourself because you did it in such a way that is powerful. Third card I pulled was the King of Cups, which is use your intuition. Do it intentionally. And that's really not an answer. But the fourth card is Temperance, which is also not an answer. It is time to pull down the energy and create for yourself. It's time to take charge and get rid of the old energy and start anew. It is time to be the one in charge of your life. Good luck with that. That one is a big, yeah, it's a big order.
Ishan Allah. Sorry, I pronounced your last name wrong.
Probably.
Hi, Eliz-sha. You're like a breath of fresh air. Looking great.
Thank you very much.
AP asks, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle, may I please ask if my guides have any messages regarding my health/fitness? Thank you.
Again, words are mantra. What you asked was, do they have anything to tell me about that? And the answer is yes. What you should have asked was, will you please inform me what my guides say about my health and fitness? Okay? So remember what you asked. Words are mantra. Words are powerful. And they're going to tell you this. Oh, I can almost guarantee your guides are going to tell you, don't beat around the bush. Do it. You can say things in a very polite way, but still be up front and center. And yes, they do have something to say. And they're kind of, and this is a fairly funny image. They're showing me, and there's a lot of people. It's been showing the same thing lately, but there's been lots of drums and dancing. And they're suggesting that if you want to be fit, get out there and dance and drum. And drumming is primal. It gets the heart motion moving, gets the blood flow moving because it's a very primal energy, drumming. So you don't have to be good at it. You don't even have to have rhythm, as I just pointed out. But get out and enjoy it, and dance. It doesn't have to be good dancing. It just has to be from the heart. And you want the primal energy. You want to bring the primal energy up. As I said, it doesn't have to be good, but you have to move. Okay? And then they're suggesting that you ask about the rest of your health later on. Right now, you can drum and you can dance from your chair. Promise you. I know. Go for it.
Jakari Thomas asks, what's coming towards me this month?
Probably a lot of sitting at home and watching TV. What's coming towards you? So there's a lot of bored people out there, people who are not into spiritual growth, people who do not understand that they have been given a wonderful gift to try and learn who they are. So they're going to reach out. They're going to reach out and they're going to be cranky, and they're looking for ways of creating drama. This is your choice to indulge in it or not. And just because somebody else is bored doesn't mean you have to be. Doesn't mean you have to react to what they're doing or saying. But at this point, I feel that there's it's, it's either somebody who's like family or it's family, and that's the ones who are always going to you always hurt the ones you love, sort of thing, energy. Um, you can react to it, and family is the last thing. I find that family is usually the last energy that you deal with easily. So this is basically a test to see whether or not you have to have the last word or not. So don't have the last word. Let them have the last word, because it's not. It's simply boredom, and it's not real. Okay.
Patricia Scowen asks or says, I would just like to tell everyone to hold on to their dreams. After this, you'll need them. And thank you, Eliz-sha and Al, for your warmth and the hope you give everyone.
Thank you, Patricia.
Chris Engel says, "Hi, ladies."
Hi.
Yasmin Fox asks, any messages from my angels?
So they're basically telling me to tell you to dive deep. That that now with the energy of the world opening up, and truth is a very important part of what we're going through at the moment. Believe it or not, there's a lot of truths coming out. So now is a really good time for you to dive deep, find your truths, find your reality, and all you need is one little piece of it right now. You don't have to do the whole show, but dive deep. And they keep saying dive deep, dive deep, dive deep. And there's something there for you that once you own it, release it, will basically float a lot of stuff to the surface, and you will find that there's a lot more freedom in your life because of it. If that makes sense.
Christy Ingalls asks, I've gotten 2 messages from my ex Scorpio. We wished each other wellness during this time. Will we reconnect when things settle down?
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that your ex is bored, and you may try to get things going again, but I think you're going to find that both of you have gone in different directions, and what will remain is simply a really strong, nice friendship. But I don't feel that when you get together with him, you're going to look at him and go, oh, I love this guy. It's going to be, I really like him. He's somebody, he's a friend. I love him as a friend. I think you're going, don't allow me to take your daydreams away, because right now daydreams are kind of keeping us sane. But I do suspect that there is somebody out there that's a little bit more what you need. Okay.
Jennifer Schwab says, Tyler and I were smiling when you said that, because I've been talking to Haley about that. She does only dip her toe in, and I know in time she will go deeper, but I think she was a little skeptical.
Yeah, but she's becoming less skeptical. But I do feel it is her guides do feel it is time for her to
Go all in.
not necessarily all in, but just get in.
Rar asks, will Mike and I become a couple in the future?
It's very strong possibility, 79% chance.
Jennifer Schwab says, I love your necklace. It's so pretty. LOL, we all need to laugh more often, so thank you for that joke. I have another one. It's just as stupid.
Oh, no, don't.
It's,
yeah, this is, hey, let me finish this one first. It's, I was on Amazon and they were selling these jewelry for, they're just selling stuff on Amazon. And it was really weird. And they wanted almost $100 for it. So I thought, why don't I try it?
Anyhow, my joke is
Do you want me to do it too?
first day as a pilot. Control tower. Can you give me your exact whereabouts? Me flying. I'm flying by a cloud that looks like a lion. Control tower. Can you be more specific? Simba?
We've been stuck in the house too long.
Yep.
Okay.
Where are we? Miriam M says thank you. Acel asks, hello ladies, what's coming towards me in love in the near future? Thank you very much.
You know, I guess I'm in a funny mood because that just makes me want to make a joke when you coming towards you in love. Let me see what I can figure out. Just let me finish this. My daughter is going to writing a test and she needs to get this test off to her school. What's coming towards you in love? Well, interesting. I guess dancing is on my mind because I see you dancing forward into life, and being happy and joyful is going to attract. It's up with this skin off. It's up. It's going to attract to you somebody who's really cool and really fun, and they're going to look at you and say, "I didn't know you were like that," and that's what's it's not what's coming towards you. It's how you react, how you act, joyful, dancing, enjoying your life, proving that you're that life is good for you, and that you're happy. That is what will attract that guy to you, somebody who likes the joy and the happiness. Okay, it's done.
Positive for Life asks, hey, what messages do my guides have for me to know this month? Thank you.
So, you know how I've been getting drumming and everything? It's actually not drumming this time. It's making music with your hands. And I don't know how to explain that, actually. It's just, and I would demonstrate. What? Handball, and there's except I don't know how to do it. And they're saying that bring out the innate music in you. Bring out the bring out the rhythm of your life. That sounds really strange. I do understand, but bring Bring it out. Bring out the rhythms. Be your own person. So everybody else is getting drums, right? You get making music differently. Be who you are. Okay, it's done. And that's the basic thing, is that you want to be who you are. And you are a really interesting human being, but you kind of put a rock over top of yourself and don't allow people to see that interesting person. So I'm going to say it in a very rude way. Get over yourself. Get out there and be yourself. Okay.
AP says, sorry, I will remember for next time. Thank you very much.
I'm just in a mood. Don't pay too much attention to it. But really, there is power in words. Words are mantra. My teachers used to tell me that. My teachers, my spiritual teachers would always say, words are mantra. Be careful how you use them. And it's true. Words are mantra. There's power behind the word. So, did I put a name to that? Okay, so can you redo the last one?
What was the last one?
I don't know, the one that was ABC, the third one.
Is it there?
Is that the third one?
The fourth.
Okay, so redo the third one because I just copied over it. Sorry, go ahead, El.
Naya Figueroa
That's a pretty name.
says hello. Tay says, hello, ladies. Is there anything coming towards me that I should look out for?
Look out for. Okay.
The bird coming at you from the right.
No, not this one, Jen. Okay.
You have to preview it.
Okay. What was that?
Not the bird coming at you from the right.
I know. When you said that, I see this bird flying in the window. So watch out for birds for obvious reasons, because my daughter is very psychic.
Also, it's just funny imagery.
Yeah.
Unless you're scared of birds, which I know you're not. One brain doing two things.
Yeah, sometimes you're. Pardon me. I'm not. I don't.
Multitask.
I don't multitask. So it seems there's a lot of work going on in your subconscious, or on a different spiritual level, and and it's not really showing up so much in the physical at this point, if that makes sense. So just again, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told you yesterday. Look after yourself. Spend time alone, and it's so that you can integrate what's happening in the physical from the spiritual. There's a lot of energy shifting and changing for you right now. Yeah, and so just realize that that your life is going to be not hectic, but you're going to need a lot of downtime, because it takes a lot of energy to integrate what you're learning. Okay, and I think that's it.
Naya, Chris Engel says, thank you very much. Stay safe. Naya asks, may I ask, please, does Ron, hold on. already told his friends about it. Did Ron already tell his friends about us dating? Hey, thanks.
One or two, I think he did, yes. He's but only one or two, only somebody trusts, actually, if that makes sense. And he's actually keeping you very close to the vest, mostly because he trusts. He wants to enjoy you by himself for a while, not not with not with other people changing and shifting it. Okay, if that makes sense. So it's not that he's hiding it, it's that he's protecting it. Okay.
Another interruption is coming. Tay says, "LOL, that was funny, pretty funny, Al." Silly Billy says, "Hi, how are you?"
That's pretty cool name.
Kimber Single Aquarius asks, "Hey ladies, I want to know where should I go from here in my relationship with my child's father? Please and thank you."
I cannot be the one to answer that one, honestly.
Can I suggest, if you're not thinking romantic, try a friendship first? Even if you are thinking romantic, try friends and let it evolve organically.
Yeah. That's a question for full reading.
Mm-hmm.
And has Empress Queen
No,
come
she's
up?
not on.
Okay, because I haven't still not received her email. We have a $10 reading right now. Go onto my website. You can choose Aaron, Elizabeth, or me. And ask that question. I would ask it of Elizabeth because relationships are her PowerPoint, and that you will get more. You will get a $35 reading for $10 right now, and I highly recommend it. And as I say, ask Elizabeth. That's her part. That's her forte. That's her power area. But Aaron is really good as well. But that's a question for.
That's a full reading, not just.
That's a full reading.
Patricia Scowen says, "I remember being in Paris down by the Seine River, where lots of people were sunbathing. People were playing the drums. I lay there for a long time listening to it. It was so relaxing and uplifting."
Yeah, and the drums are, I mean, there used to be, I don't know what they still are, but they used to have drum circles. I'm sure they have them still. And, but it's a very primal, and the primal energy is really important. It's really important because we're moving from one level to another, but the primal level will always be, how do you say, the primal level will always be.
It's a part of us.
Yeah.
It'll always be a part of us.
And that's something that's powerful. It's a very powerful place. Okay.
Silly Billy asks, "Can I please know what is coming around / towards me or to me?"
Okay, let's see. There is something coming your way. And what it comes with, it's a little big sun right here. Over to the, I think it's your left. It'll be over here. There is a human that's coming in, and you're paying so much attention to the bright light that you might miss this human. Uh, so so pay attention to the life around you, and which means I'm suspecting that they're trying to tell you to be a little more grounded, a little bit more aware of what's happening in the physical, because you're missing things. You're missing out on things. Okay, does that make sense?
Jennifer Schwab says, LOL, thank you, Elle, for the laugh. So needed. Positive for Life says, yes, LOL, I get it. I need to get started more with my creative work. It relates to music and art. Thank you.
Oh, cool.
By the way, I wanted to tell you, I know why my grandma was laughing. If I would have checked my college email, I would have gotten my answer, LOL. Let's just say the head lady gave me a hint that I'm accepted.
Oh, sweet. Congratulations.
Tay says, LOL, I'll do that, L. Thank you. That sounds very interesting. I'll look forward to it. Jennifer Schwab says, I thought for sure you made the necklace yourself.
Oh, no, I did.
We wouldn't pay $100 for something we could do ourselves. Let's be real here.
So honestly, when I made this, I did it sort of tongue in cheek. I just made a whole bunch of different designs, and I put it on just to see what it looks like.
Right.
It doesn't look half bad, but I was never going to pay $100 for something I could do myself. And I thought, really, they're charging that much?
It looks so much like an Eliz-sha original. Our birds fly at us a lot, and their wings aren't clipped, so it can be a little scary sometimes. LOL.
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
not birds scary. The Hitchcock films birds. Let's be honest. Not that we have birds.
I have a story, actually. I lived in Quebec, Montreal, for a while, and we lived in a suburb, so there's houses everywhere, right? And we had a nice sized backyard back there, and they still had backyards. And I made bread. I did not know how to make bread. It was like rock. And I'm looking at this bread, and we cannot eat it. I could use it for a doorstop. So without thinking, because I'd grown up in the country, I threw it out in the yard. And an hour later, I go out in the backyard on my porch and look around. There are birds lining the houses all around me. There was no on the roofs. There was no space. It's empty. There were birds everywhere. I looked at these birds. I back up into my door. I shut the door. I went and closed every window in the house, and I stayed there until the bread was gone. Because I have seen the Hitchcock movie, The Birds. I am a little bit afraid of birds when they do that.
I mean,
and there were every kind. There were every size, big, little, all over the roof of all the houses. Yeah, I never did that again.
Naya says, thank you. Jennifer Schwab says, thank you. I pray it does. Oh, Judy said that to Patricia. Patricia Scowen says, Silly Billy, I love that name.
Yeah, me too.
It's a fun word to say.
It is.
Kimber Single Aquarius says, thanks, ladies, and God bless. Thank you both. Silly Billy says, I'm kind of confused.
Oh, about my answer.
Yeah.
What did I say?
There's somebody coming to them.
Okay, yeah, there's somebody coming towards you, but you're very you quite often don't live in the here and now. You live in another dimension, and it's really hard for you to be grounded. And so you miss out a lot on what's happening in the here and now with you, if that makes sense. It's just that, and I have a daughter whom I adore, but she's the same way. She's often in her own mind and thinking, and I swear she's never lived on this earth before, and I suspect you've never lived on this earth before, and so you find it a little taxing at times. So there are times you miss what's right in front of your nose. No, I'm not trying to be rude. I mean, I adore my daughter, but at the same time, she does miss what's right in front of her nose occasionally because she does live.
I'm straight here.
Yeah, I know, dear, but I wouldn't tell you right to your face, and I have, uh, because just because, okay?
A wonderful world because.
Because.
Patricia, Positive for Life says, thanks again. Your stories are funny, lol. Tay says, oh my god, that imaginary imagery sounds terrifying.
It was. I was terrified. Plus, I was pregnant with my first daughter. So, your hormones are already out of whack.
Jennifer Schwab says, yes, that many birds would be scary.
Yeah, and I had seen Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, and that terrified me to begin with.
Silly Billy says, that is true, but I don't know how to stop it or be grounded. Thank you.
Well, with my daughter, I give her stones.
If you do a lot of nature walks, hug a tree.
Hug a tree.
Go all hippie on that trunk.
That's true. Pick up a piece of granite, shove it in your pocket. Pick a falling star and put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day. So, but yeah, there's things you can do. Grounding, imagery of grounding. At the beginning of this, I told a lady how she felt sluggish. Change your energy. It's if what I'm picking up about you is true, you are actually first time on this earth plane, not a new soul, old soul, but from a totally different energy, and you find it very difficult to live here. So get pieces of earth and carry that with you. Crystals, not quartz crystals because they amplify, but granite. What is that one?
Rubian zoisite.
And I can't find it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can. This one, I think, I bought this actually for my daughter. And did I get it in the right place?
I don't know.
So I bought this for my daughter as zoisite, and I'm going to make a necklace or something out of it for her because that is a really good grounding stone. There's things you can do to help yourself ground and become more comfortable with yourself. I make things with energy, and these I give to people who have who, like my granddaughter is autistic, not just borderline autistic, but she's definitely has her moments. I give things like that to them, to my daughter or granddaughter, to help them stay grounded. There's a lot of things you can do. If you give me your name, and I won't send it out right away, but when the later on, I can give you some of these. I make them to give to people who deal with energy, to help them be grounded so that they have time to feel more comfortable in their own body. You can do it. Okay.
So I guess my that my comment made a bunch of people laugh.
Oh, good. It was a bad joke, by the way.
I didn't say my jokes were good. Tay Tay says LOL with a crying happy face. Silly Billy says I hate nature, it scares me.
Okay, well then that would probably okay. The rocks, anything, make stones. Like this is flushite. And I personally like the black stones. There's ones I got from Hebel Designs.
Yeah, the one you're holding is obsidian.
Yeah, obsidian. I like the obsidian. Rose quartz. Do not get in. You can get amethyst, but make sure there's very little. It's all purple, no clear parts, because that's going to mess you up. Just regular old stones from the dollar store. Carry them. They're already washed and clean. Carry them in your pockets. They will help keep you grounded.
And sometimes just standing out in the sun and absorbing
the vitamin D
is enough.
Yep.
And with that, we're at like 65 minutes.
And we're finished the questions?
Yeah.
Okay, because we have a phone call that we're expecting. So
we'll be back for our last one tomorrow. Kimber, if you'd like to repeat your second question there, we do not, unless we have more time with less questions, usually accept 2 questions from the same person who's asked a question.
And if Empress Queen comes on, I have not got your email yet. Please check and see if you've got the right address. It's okay. And we do have a $10 one question answer American on our website. If you're interested, if go ahead. We have Erin, Elizabeth, and I. You're all going to get really good answers. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been a blast. I've had more fun than I should today. Namaste. Namaste.